Two of the biggest issues for highly sensitive people are 1, over-responsibility, and 2, hypervigilance. In this video, I'm going to go deep into what's really going on and how to shift this. Watch this video. Everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please click the little subscribe button and bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. And if you've been here for a while, thank you so much and welcome back. I just got off my truth room call this morning and a couple really big topics about being highly sensitive came up, and people don't often realize that it's because you're highly sensitive, and they also don't know what it really means and what's really going on. So I'm going to explain all of that here and hopefully shed some light and some clarity and shift this for you during this video. First thing is, a lot of highly sensitive people are experiencing over-responsibility. Really think about this. In my perspective, when you're a highly sensitive person, you have a higher level of consciousness that you see things from. What this means is the natural state: empathy, connection, inclusion, compassion, love, tolerance. This is how we perceive the world. But then we're down here in this planet, this 3D reality, and the world is chaos. It's none of that. It's the opposite. And so I had a client say to me, which I can remember feeling this when I was younger, he said, it's like I don't have the rules to this game. I don't even understand it. I'm like not clear in what's going on. I don't know what to ask. I don't really know what to do. And I said, yes, because your way of processing is not the way that things are happening here. So what happens is you are taking over responsibility for the chaos that other people are creating because they're not taking personal responsibility. And so for you to feel safe and for you to anchor in your perception, you have to have deeper over responsibility to find clarity in the chaos. And he was like, yes. And immediately I saw his energy shift and he sank into his body and he's like, safety. Yeah. Like I couldn't figure it out. I go, yeah, we can't feel safe here when we're not clear on what's going on because we don't understand this level of chaos because it's not how we naturally perceive. Our natural way is very holistic. We perceive things lovingly, and that's why a lot of us get caught up in toxic relationships because we just trust that someone is who they say they are. But then there are all these other things, and we don't understand how this happened to us because your perception is different, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And what we can do is anchor that good thing when we notice what we're doing. We're having over responsibility for the denial of responsibility that others are in. The second thing is hypervigilance. When you're a kid and you're born into a home and you're highly sensitive, you are now hypervigilant because you have high sense perception. So that HSP is now hypervigilance. Now you have high sense perception. You also have HSP, which is like a higher way of perceiving. And you have hypervigilance because you are hypervigilant to the emotions that other people are in denial of. You're trying to transmute all this dark energy into the light, but you're not even allowed to be in your own anchored autonomy because people in your family have not actually taken the responsibility for their own wounds. And so it's all projected onto you. So you have issues with inner, outer, and energetic boundaries. And so you've got all of this energy coming in and you don't know where you start and where someone else ends. So it's hypervigilant. Trying to transmute all the things that people are not taking responsibility for. It's all on you. So what do we do, Candace? What the heck? How am I supposed to be my highly sensitive, beautiful soul self in this world with all this transmuting that I need to do? And I say, this is how. Get very clear on what is you, what is yours. Instead of being projected onto and owning that projection, give it back and say, that's actually not me. That's not my truth. This is why inner work is so stressed, so important. By the way, my latest inner work group, live with me, 90 minutes a week for 8 weeks, starts June 16th. It's called Inner Work Healing. Check out the link below. In this group, we get so connected to what really is going on so we can see that we can neutrally observe the things that are not us. We don't have to attach to everything. We think we do to stay connected. No, you can detach and still be connected. It is the healthy way to relate. Also, I want to invite you guys to my inner work, to my truth room. We just got off the call this morning. It's such a precious group. There's 3 different levels. If you're in level 1, you can watch the videos and you get mini courses. Level 2, you can be in the class every single week and get access to all of my courses: emotional rehab, shadow work, I Am Worthy, Boundaries Bootcamp, Soul Lab, Self-Love Masterclass. Everything is in there free, level 2. And level 3 is my deep dive into inner work and also some one-on-one and all of that. So these are the 3 best ways to do this work in a container that is not only a structured healing approach, but has community and people going through exactly what you're going through, because they find me just like you do and they resonate. So we have to understand that hypervigilance and over-responsibility start to go away when we can anchor in our own perspective and our own self. But before you can do that, you have to stop questioning your perception. You have to stop buying into the gaslighting of society. Society is a big gaslighter, because if you're not my way, you're no way. We have so much self-doubt, so much worry about rejection, so much worry about making it in the world, so much worry about being seen as weird or different or crazy or whatever, because we're attuned to higher things. None of that's true. One of my clients brought that up today in the truth room. She says, "Oh, I'm just so afraid to be rejected by the world, to be rejected again, because I was in my family and I was when I was growing up." And I said, listen, have you ever stopped to think about who you're being rejected by? A broken society. People who have not healed their wounds. Yes, they were authority figures for you, but the real authority figure is you tuning into your source by tuning into yourself. When we align with our truth over the external world reality. See, we think, oh, I need them to validate me so it's safe to own me. Incorrect. You will never be validated by a world that is set up to invalidate you and disempower you. What you will be validated by is by coming back in and owning yourself regardless of all of that. The happiest, most fulfilled, purpose-driven people are those who said, you know what? Screw society. What is this mission I'm here to do that may not be worldly, but it is divine? And you bring it into the world. You create it. You are the difference to make a difference. You are different to make a difference. You need to create it from inside out and then put it out in the world. Be an entrepreneur. Be an artist. Be a creative. Put your work out in the world because you self-validated so much. That's how my career started. All those years ago, I just started speaking truth out loud on YouTube and podcasts and all of this. And all of a sudden, I was anchored in my purpose because I put myself out there in the world regardless of opinions, regardless of anything. It's a huge thing, but it's also necessary to actually be who you're meant to be. Especially if you're highly sensitive, you're going to be like, this world is not like me. What is going on? I'll say, don't worry about the world. Worry about you. You teach the world. So if this video reached you guys, or really touched you in any way, please share it with one person. Please check out my Truth Room membership. I am welcoming new members at all times. Please check out Inner Work if you want the deep dive with me. Of course, I always do one-on-one as well. So these are the offerings. If you're looking for a boundaries help, Boundaries Bootcamp is the course. If you're looking for identity, finding yourself and anchoring yourself in your soul, not in society or in your toxic family, emotional rehab. If you're wanting to do the deep dive into shadow work, mother wounds, father wounds, tribal wounds, shadow work course. And if you're wanting to anchor in your worthiness and end codependency, end abandonment wounds, end low self-esteem, all of that, and anchor in your truth, I Am Worthy. I love you guys. Please make sure to watch the new podcast coming out soon. Please go say hi to me over on Instagram. I'll be doing reels and answering DMs daily. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.